Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, August 19th. We have a very busy day today, but today is Linda Bradley's birthday. So Linda, I knew you'd get a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Sandy's the Uber driver today. I have to go pick up Denise because she has a follow-up appointment to her cataract surgery, and her eye is she's still blurry. So she didn't feel comfortable driving because where we have to go, there's a lot of construction, and she said she'd feel terrible if she, caused any problems. So I said, yeah, I'll drive her. And then I have to bring Alyssa to the orthodontist. She went yesterday to get her braces put on, and she told the lady, or the hygienist, or whoever it is that puts them on, that she wanted a very light purple. And so the lady said, well, that would probably be lilac, which I would think lilac is like a light purple. And so they put the braces on, and usually they give them a mirror to show them what they look like, but they didn't show Alyssa. And when she got in the car and looked at the visor mirror, she started crying. It is the brightest, deepest, darkest purple. She will not open her mouth. She's just so upset. And the next appointment that she has is in October, because I guess you can switch the colors every time you go. And Cindy can't take off of work because she took off of work yesterday to bring her for the orthodontist. And then Jimmy works late, so he can't bring her either. I got a bruise there. I don't know how I got that. Anyway, so I told her I would bring her. So it's just like a quick 10 or 15 minute appointment, and they're going to change the colors. I am going to make sure that she sees the color before they put it on. She starts school on the 7th of September, my birthday. And so she said, you know what, Mom, I'm not going to show anybody my braces because I'm so embarrassed. She's 14. 14-year-old girl. I was a 14-year-old girl at one point, and I know what your appearance means to you. And so, yeah. So I told her I'll bring her. I'm going to make sure she sees the color before they put it on. I'm going to make sure she sees the color once they're done. And then we'll go home from there. And other than that, my plan is to stay on track. I did lose 3.6, I think, or 3.4 pounds. I lost more than 3 pounds, which is like a record for me because I'm struggling just to get a pound. So I'm really happy with that. And just stay on track. Stay on track. So, all right, I gotta get going. I gotta go get Denise. Stop holding me up. Let's get moving. You're worried about your hair. Look at my hair. We're on our way to bring Denise
back to the doctor. My left eye is still not clear, so I didn't feel comfortable in driving. So Sandy said she'd bring me.
The nice sister that I am.
in the back.
I had to get up at 8
She waved.
Oh, there's Kylie.
Yes.
I had to get up early to put her drops in her eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was time to get up. I went to bed early because I didn't get enough sleep yesterday, so I actually went to bed at midnight. So I did get an 8-hour sleep. So, but my hair is just like.
Oh, my hair looks bad. Like they said you could wash your hair, but make sure no shampoo or dirt gets in your eye, a surgical eye. I'm like, okay, that tells me I'm not doing that. So I just wetted it, so it does look bad. But anyway.
And this is what pisses me off, is we're stuck with a train. And there ought to be a law.
It can only be 5 minutes, but.
This is a long train at this point.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come at a certain time, so you can't
plan it.
Which I'm surprised that there's not more people that get hit by the train here. They go around the crossing things because you know it and you think you can beat it. But we've been here a couple minutes. And it's still going on and on. Yeah. I just don't know how one engine can pull all of that.
That's a lot of weight to pull.
And then I'm wondering how many bums are on there.
Yeah. I mean,
well, you shouldn't call them bums.
Well, whatever they're called, but yes. Transient people. I don't know if that's any better.
Homeless?
Yeah, I think they would be if they're on.
Travelers?
Travelers.
Sightseers?
Yeah, there you go. Not meers? Yeah.
No, not us. Not us.
Because you don't think that's going very fast, but it's going fast. You fall off of that, you could get run over.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going that fast, but it takes them forever to stop, so you know that it is. And then half these cars, there's nothing on them. It's annoying. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed.
We're going to be late for the appointment.
No, I don't think so. Because we left a little bit early.
Oh, good. It's done.
Oh, but it's done.
Okay.
We can't talk anymore.
Gotta go. Bye.
Gotta go. Bye.
Things were healing nicely, except for I have inflammation in my eye, so added another set of drops in there like I needed. Already have 4 times a day. But that should take down the swelling, and then when the swelling goes down, then my vision will improve.
But your eye didn't look dilated. Did he say it was still dilated?
He didn't say one way or the other.
Oh, she saw my doctor, who I'm not really impressed with.
He was okay. I like mine better. Much nicer man.
Yeah, mine, not that he's not nice, he just kind of, he's got an education and you don't.
And I didn't feel that today anyway. So, but maybe it's because he knew I was just a patient he sees, every now and then, so he can put his best behavior.
He doesn't really like answering questions. He'll answer the questions, but he doesn't really like answering.
The thing he was doing, though, it was, when they're looking at your eye and he's the helper, I don't know. It's not a helper. She's got an actual position.
Yeah.
And he's like 10.1 the left, and he talks so low. I don't know how she could hear it. She had.
They record it. She's a recorder.
Oh, okay. Because my Lord, he was talking low. But
I know her. I don't know about your doctor, but my doctor, the people that come in, I think because he talks so low and he talks so quick, they have a little recorder that they record.
Mine doesn't normally. He doesn't. He talks normal, and I can hear them clicking away on the keyboard. They got to be fast, but nonetheless.
Oh, the fire rescue's coming to rescue Denise.
Oh, there we go. Let's see if he's good looking.
Then we went to Target to get.
No.
And I got my.
That's mean.
She went to get her. What's mean?
I said, "We'll see if he's good looking." I said, "No."
Oh, that was mean.
That was mean.
I got my Starbucks drink. 7 points. So I've got 7 points so far. And then I did get some bananas, and I bought another hoodie. I think it's a hoodie. Was it a hoodie?
I think it was a hoodie.
I'm kind of addicted to hoodies. But I was only going to get bananas, and I was going to let Denise buy them. But when she saw that I had the hoodie, she said, "Here's your bananas."
Yeah.
Okay, we're on our way home.
Bye.
Okay, my Target purchase. I bought some bananas, and I bought the sweatshirt. The zipper on the going down like that kind of drew me to it. Of course, it's a hoodie. You know how much I love hoodies. So I have to stop buying clothes. $23.43. But it is a size large, so I am starting to go down. Okay, today is Thursday, August 19th. Start a new week. I get 23 smart points. I have 42 weeklies. My quote is, if you live your life full of love and compassion, you will never have regrets. It's a 15-point lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it. 7 points for my mango Starbucks drink and 8 points for my slice of pizza. There we go. Looking forward to it. I did have a loss this week of 3.8, so I'm not going to go crazy, but I'm going to have what I want today. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a second chance. We're on our way to go get Alyssa for her braces. And I think I figured out what was wrong with the mount. Jim borrowed my car while I was on vacation. I have no problem with people borrowing my car, and I have no problem with people adjusting the side mirrors and this mirror to their liking so it's safe. I have a problem with readjusting my steering wheel, readjusting the seat, like going back and forth, up and down, back far enough. Well, I guess you got to adjust it to go back far enough if you're taller. But I'm pretty tall. Jim's not that much taller than me. So then then he didn't like the mount here because it bothered him. I don't know why it bothered him, but it bothered him. So he took it off. And I had it perfect. So I think I'm hoping I have it right now. But we'll see. But it could be that you guys learned your lesson and you learned how you can't stray or else we pull over. When I was a kid, when we'd go somewhere, how many more miles? How many more miles? We'll get there when we get there. Are we almost there? We're almost there. And then when we'd be fighting with my brothers and sisters, don't make me pull this car over, because back then you got spanked. I never got beat, but I got spanked. I think there's a definite difference. But nowadays people don't even spank, and I can see both arguments for both sides. I can see both arguments, but I didn't turn into a serial killer because I got spanked. So, but serial killers got beat, and trust me, I've done enough documentary search to see that most serial killers had a horrific childhood, whether they were sexually abused or physically abused or mentally abused or emotionally abused. I was none of those things. I was not one of those things. So, okay, buddy, you have a stop sign. 4-way stop means that I stop first, then you stop next. Sometimes you got to explain the rules. So anyway, like I said, I got spanked, but I didn't get beat. I got grounded when I was a teenager. The rule was in my family that we ate dinner at 5 o'clock, and my dad would wait till everybody was sitting down, and when my father sat at the table, if you weren't sitting at the table, bye-bye, no dinner for you. We had to wait for my dad. I know that might have sounded abusive, but you know what? My dad was the only one working. He was the only one bringing the food home, and you had to be there when my dad sat down for dinner. He always gave you every opportunity to be there on time. And we didn't have a set seating arrangement, so sometimes if you wanted to be the mean brother or sister, you'd leave the middle seat open that was in the back of the table, because we had a very small kitchen, and it was hard to get into the back middle seat. So, yeah. You'd have to go past my dad to get to it. You didn't want to be late for that last middle seat. So, anyway. Well, you guys are behaving. You learned your lesson. I'm so happy. Actually, I figured out how to put the mount back in. I really don't mind driving people. I don't, if they live close by. I have like a 30-minute rule, I guess. If you're within 30 minutes of my destination, I can handle it. But after that, I get very nervous. I had a convulsion when I first got my license. I can feel it when it's. I can feel it when it's coming. Hopefully, I didn't turn my microphone off. I can feel it when it's coming on. I haven't had one in years, but I can kind of know that it's coming. And I was able to pull off to the side, and then I did call my mom, and my mom and dad came, and my dad drove my car home, and my mom. But my mother made me the very next day get in that car and drive somewhere. Kind of like getting on that horse and riding it again, because it's just. But I don't. Oh, I don't like driving. Oh, I like, because it gets you from point A to point B a lot faster than walking. It's a lot cheaper than hiring an Uber driver. But if I had my brothers, I'd have a chauffeur that would bring me wherever I wanted to go. But I wouldn't sit in the back seat. I like sitting in the front seat. I don't like sitting in the back seat. So, anyway, I'm going to stay on plan today. I showed you my breakfast for my brunch. I did have, that was a pizza that was left over from when I was at the cottage. I did freeze it. It was a smaller slice than a normal slice of pizza, but it was very doughy. That's why I think I counted it for 8 points. And my 7-point Starbucks drink was well worth it. It really was. Because what I do is when I get to the bottom and I only have about that much left, I then fill the cup up with 16 ounces of my Simply Light lemonade, which is 2 points then. So it's really a 9-point drink at that point, but I'm getting 2 drinks out of it. And then I still get the mango dragon fruit on the bottom to kind of flavor it up. So I'll have that for my dinner. I haven't decided what I'm going to have for dinner. It's going to be a light dinner since I had 15. I have my weeklies now, but I like stretching them out over the week, using 1 or 2 or 3 a day. And I think that's why I lost 3 pounds, or 3.4 or 3.6. I forget how much I lost. I just know it was more than 3 pounds. And so that was... Sometimes I don't worry about the point things, but those point things make a difference in your weight. So close. And I'm like 1.4, I think. Once again, I don't know, 1.4 or 1.6 away from my 80 pounds, which I want to get back to at least the 80 pounds. It sounds so much better than 70 something. Of course, 100 pounds sounds the best. It really does. So, but anyway, I say that a lot too, don't I? Anyway. Okay, construction people, let's stand right in the middle, because you know what? We're invincible. Cars don't bother us. We're like Superman. The landlord must have come up with some money, because they usually don't do very much landscaping around here. I'm not getting out. She's supposed to be ready. So, okay, if she lets me, I'll show you her braces after she gets them. She's not going to show you the beginning ones, because she doesn't like them. So, see you in a bit. Well, at least I get to watch my favorite movie while I'm waiting. Well, you can't really tell, but she chose blue. Looks good.
Thank you.
Okay, we just dropped Alyssa off after we went to Popeye's Chicken. That smelled so good. I have never in my life had Popeye's Chicken. But she asked me if I'd stop and get her some Popeye's Chicken. And grandmas never tell you no, unless it's not to your good, for your good, but she's so thin, she needs to eat. But anyway, so we got her braces and she went with blue, which I don't think you can tell, but she seems to be happy with them, and that's all that really matters. It was a quick appointment. It was only 10 minutes. And they showed my favorite cartoon, Finding Nemo. So I got to watch Finding Nemo while I was waiting. But what do we want to talk about today? We'll talk a little bit. I got to put the covers back on my furniture. They said we weren't supposed to get rain today, but it was pouring rain by her orthodontist. But then it got sunny, but now it looks like it's moving from that way, heading this way. So I'm going to have to go and put my covers back on my furniture on the deck. But today we're going to talk about regrets. How's that sound? I can honestly say I've really lived my life without regrets. I can look back and think of different things that I wish I would have changed a little bit differently. I wish I was better with money. I obviously wish that I took a little bit better care of my weight. But you know what? I had a good life so far. And I mean, I'm not talking like I'm going to die tomorrow, but I had a really, really good life. And so if I had to look back and say, do I regret anything? I really, truly don't regret it. I really don't. I overate, I know. I was overweight. Very fortunate that I don't have health issues. Knock on wood. But I think I've reached an age where I can't be like I'm rolling the dice, and I can't be rolling the dice anymore on that. I have to be a little bit more cautious. And I think that sometimes when you think of things that you did wrong in your life, if you really think about it, it helps you to learn from it, learn from the experience. And I did learn a lot. Since I've retired, I have learned to manage my money way better. Only because we're on a fixed income now. I could work overtime when I was like in a pinch before. I could work a little bit of overtime to earn a little bit of extra money. Things like that. Now I know I'm going to get this much on this date and this much on that date. And it's not going to vary at all. Although I'm looking forward to January. I'm supposed to get a huge cost of living raise if they don't mess it up in January, because we usually only get like 2.5%, and they're talking like almost 6-7%. It's going to be a nice little chunk of money if it comes to pass. But they'll probably raise the price of Medicare. Oh, Medicare, that's another thing. Anybody that when you get to the age, make sure you read and you read and you read, because I think when you apply for Medicare benefits, that should definitely be something that you do. Now, this is a regret. I know I just got done saying that I don't have any regrets, but this is a regret. Well, Jim retired before me, and he was applying for Medicare because he's a year older than me. I looked into all of that stuff, and I understood the Medicare B is what you want to pick, Medicare B. Make sure you don't pick Medicare A, because I think we picked Medicare A for the first year, and now we have both A and B. But at the time we only picked A because we thought, well, we had enough, oh, it's getting dark in here. Oh, I'm going to have to really get home and put those covers on. That's neither here nor there. I picked Medicare A for Jim because we figured out he still had his insurance because he was still working, and we figured that the insurance was going to cover it. We didn't need to worry about it. We didn't need secondary insurance at that point. Yeah, we did. Because what happened was, when we went to reapply for the Medicare B, they penalized us because we didn't do it right the first time. And so I think that that year that we claimed just Medicare A, Jim's doctor bills that we had to pay out of pocket might have been maybe $200, $300 at the most, if that. I don't even think it was that, because when we went to apply for the right Medicare insurance, they penalized us and charged us, so they took $25 a month away from Jim. So that would have been for the whole year, the $25 a month would have been like $300. So we thought, well, that's not too bad. Kind of balanced out. We had to pay $300. We would have lost $300. No big deal. No. What they did was for the rest of Jim's life, he has to take $25 a month out to pay back Social Security. For the rest of his life. Not just the year that we made the mistake. The rest of his life. So that's my regret. So, read your Medicare before you get it. Read it carefully. Read it again and again and again and again. And if you got to make an appointment to talk to somebody, do it. Because, as Joe Pesci says in Lethal Weapon, they F ya. They do that at the drive-in. At the drive-in. I can't say the word because that's nasty. But they F you at the driveway. At the drive-in, rather. And they do that in Social Security. And that's another thing that pisses me off, too, when we're on the subject of Social Security. When they want to take that money, they have no problems. They get that right away. But when you try to get something you're entitled to, oh, hell no. They take forever and a day to give it back to you. Or to give it to you, even. Anyway, so back to living your life with no regrets. As we had that little PSA, which is a public service announcement. And when I say that, Jim says, what is a PSA? I have to explain it to him every time. But anyway, like I said, I really don't have regrets in life. I've learned from my mistakes, and I think that the only regret you have is when you don't learn from your mistakes. And like I said, I had a good life. I've had a good life so far, and I plan on having a good life ahead of me. I was terrible with money, but you know what? I never wanted for anything. I never wanted for anything. I always had what I needed or what I wanted, and I may have paid dearly for it in interest, but in the end, I got what I wanted, and I'm happy with my choices as far as that goes. As far as my weight, I was overweight my whole life, just about, but it never stopped me from enjoying my life. I enjoyed my life to the fullest. I really did. I can't complain about not one thing that happened in my life as far as my weight. So, other than my knees, I guess. I had to get my knees replaced. Oh, that's outside. I thought, how did I have a bug in my car? But that's outside. So, anyway, I want to compliment you guys because you were very good on this ride. You didn't move. You stayed still. Did I scare you? I must have scared you because you stayed perfectly still. You didn't move or anything. So, treat yourself to a peach or a banana or an apple or sugar-free Jell-O or something really nice. Not something fattening, but I'm proud of you guys. Once again, don't live any regrets in your life. Learn from your mistakes. Yeah, that sums it up. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to end it now because it's been a pretty long-winded video today. But if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.